Good evening all, how we doing? Hope you're all well. Everybody enjoying the Friday? Excuse me. That's Perks, how we doing? Ready for a bit of gaming? Sweat blind, that bloody camera's moved again. Ah, that was not good for my back. Ooh, not good at all. Christ. Yikes, that hurt. Yeah, apart from the spasm of agonising pain, yeah, doing good. How's everybody feeling about the PS5 reveal? Watched it this afternoon and I was not impressed at all. Say the least. The hell do I get so much rubbish on my glasses? There we go. Wonderful. Is it blame Lewis or blame Louis? Either way, evening, how you doing? Joyce. Ah, success. Well, I knew Horizon 2 was coming. I wasn't particularly blown away by it any more than anything else, to be honest. Yeah, comparing it to the PS4, I didn't see anything at all that I could think of that couldn't have been done on a PS4. There was nothing there that impressed me at all in that regard. Not even slightly next gen, in my opinion. The idea of next gen, then ugh. I'm hoping that because everything's brand new and maybe dev kits are not quite as good as the hardware and the finalized version of everything, that over the next sort of 18 months, 2 years, developers will get used to working with what they have to work with and actually be able to put things out that actually look next gen, but based on what I saw there, nothing impressed me. There's a couple of things that looked like they might get interesting, but nah, not impressed. Even Horizon 2, which was one of the better looking games, looked like it was a step up on Horizon Zero Dawn, but not by a great deal, and some of the things that did look best in there are not going to show up in gameplay, so at least I don't believe they will for one moment anyway. So yeah, I mean, they might on a ridiculously high-end PC, but certainly not on a console. Not even the new ones. So, yeah, I don't have a great deal of faith based on what I've seen. And if new Xbox is comparable to that, which it probably will be, then that's not going to blow me away either. A couple of games that look like they might get interesting. There's just probably about half of the games they announced that I'm vaguely interested in now, but I'd expect the majority of those to fall off the list as they get closer to being released and I find out more about them. Every single one that I thought that looks kind of interesting about had something major about it. I was just feeling, okay, but I'm not sure about this thing or that thing. One thing that did move somewhat in an improved direction, about the only thing that seemed to get any better in my opinion, was Deathloop. And even that's got a couple of major things that I was less than impressed by. Gameplay looks fun. Like everything else, it doesn't meet my idea of what a next-gen game should look like. The art style, from what I can tell, is fine, but then part of the reason it doesn't look that spectacularly next-gen. What is going on with my frames? But yeah, blown away. One thing that does concern me about it, what the bloody hell? One of the things that does concern me about it is it's got a PvP element that just seems to beg for people to cheat just to screw with other people's game. Just got this is going to be riddled with cheaters written all over it. So I'm apprehensive at best, shall we say. There were a couple of things that did look interesting. Impressive how many exclusives there are compared to Xbox. Not really. Just means people have got less choice. So that's impressive. Means they're throwing more money at more developers. A lot of the games they showed are from Sony's in-house studios as well, so Xbox will be doing the same thing. They've taken on a lot of in-house studios as well over the last few years, and most of those games are bound to be exclusive. They both seem to be doing the same thing. It's available on that console and PC, but not the other consoles. Some of them are time limited as well, so. But a lot of them aren't exclusives at all, so that. There are a couple of things I want to have a crack at today. Yeah. It's funny, some of the games that look most interesting in that list of games I showed yesterday are some of the ones with the worst names I've ever seen. Like a new Resident Evil. I'm going to call it Resident Evil 8 because I'm not going to call it what they're calling it. That is the worst name I've seen in a long time, or one of them. And what was the other one? An R, kind of space type game that also seems to have things in common with Deathloop. Returnal, that was it. Awful name as well. Shadow somewhere I can get into, so I can actually see my pit boy. That's better. Diamond plants. Where's Roxy then?
Stupid kid chasing after a damn toy. Someone needs to teach her what real loot is.
Seeing you reminds me why I drink.
Oh, thanks.
Got another bum to deal with here. You know the drill. Good. I had a hunter folk. If you only find a...
Find a deserting raider. Where is this deserting raider? Hunters are down here, apparently. Go where the raider's got to. Oh, well, we'll head over there and intercept the hunters anyway and see where we go from there. Yeah, Returnal did look kind of interesting, or potentially interesting, in a Deathloop meets Mass Effect kind of a way, with horror elements. But, yeah, I'll keep an eye on that. We'll have to see how that actually pans out. Based on what I saw there, unless something improves very rapidly, then the current PC hardware is already leaving the new generation of consoles in the dirt before they're even released. So I wouldn't blame you if you did. Mind you, it is considerably more expensive, so there is that. 3 blackberries and completely ignore them. Right? Yeah, the new Resident Evil looks like it might be interesting. Looks to be werewolf themed rather than zombies, so that might be quite cool. But in terms of its look, some of the textures were quite nice, but some of the character model changes were not good. But we'll see. Project Athia looked like it might be interesting, but as soon as I saw the gameplay to it, it kind of put me off again a little bit, so still not sure what to make of that. That is, it's not something I'm interested in anyway. Yeah, I'm not sure what to make of that one. Ghostwire Tokyo was something I thought looked really interesting at the E3 announcement, but seeing a bit of gameplay yesterday or today as I watched it, that was somewhat off-putting.
You can help if you want. Just don't get in my way.
Tech Foundation, yeah.
Oh,
Bye.
fine. Tell Roxy I'll be back for the next one then.
To be honest, you can get a pretty solid PC if you're not crazy, like me, for less, only slightly more than the consoles will be on launch. So, like, probably around about the 800 mark. But then again, of course, you need peripherals as well. So you got to add monitors and keyboards and mice to all of that. So there is that too. All right, maybe talking 900. 950, something like that, but especially if you want decent frame rates. That's what I'm looking for. Ah, he's at the Widespring. I didn't figure that. Okay. Carefully, because I don't want to get mauled by ghouls again. PCs definitely are expensive, yeah. Not quite that bad. I mean, in front of all of this, and I earn peanuts, so not that impossible to manage if you really want to. But it isn't. I do have absolutely no social life, so there is that. Yeah, it'd be a little bit over that. A couple £100 more, I'd say, but... Aha! Here's our dude.
You're from Crater, right?
No.
Look, I said I'm done with that.
Over the caps, and I'll tell you you're
Seriously?
dead.
Jeez. Whatever. Just take it and get out of my face. Asshole.
Hiding in to save you.
I missed. This is going to be a problem. This is going to be a problem. I need to find somewhere I can get to where they can't. Ah, bit of rubber banding going on there. There. Wait, Wrigley, get the whole point was that you can't get up here. Right. Hit you there. Got some of my arrows back. Need some argument with some ghouls over there as well. Well, I don't actually have a sound card at all, so I can't see myself upgrading that. Not much point these days, anyway. But yeah, at this stage I could upgrade my RAM, which I wouldn't mind doing, and I wouldn't mind upgrading my cooler either. But I'm not entirely sure if upgrading my cooler is even worth it, so there is that. Beyond that, there's not really a great deal I could upgrade. I'd like to get myself a really nice colour accurate ultra wide curved monitor to add to my collection, but those come in at well over £1,000, so well, over £1,000, so that's not going to be happening anytime soon either. That's more of a practical YouTubing side of things. I can work just fine with what I've got for now, so no point really in doing that unless I've got money to burn. I've got far more important things to buy. As to whether or not a new cooler or more RAM would actually make any difference, I just don't know at this stage.
So good
Have
to
conversations.
see you again. Are you up for another photo reconnaissance?
I would be if you didn't dump them in my saved photographs folder all the time and then clog me up with stuff I don't want, but yeah. Foundations on offer there anyway.
Good hunting. You've met Paige, yes? It is therefore necessary. While many of the roads in Appalachia have fallen, there are many old roads. There's just one such outpost.
And the again. We're going freighter actually what seems to be going up here. Might as well go up here and turn this in. Monumental costing caps nonetheless, but there we go. Building, definitely. Especially if you feel confident about putting it together anyway. Not particularly difficult, the only really alarming part is putting your CPU in. But you get way more for your money if you build it yourself. You're not paying somebody else to do it. On the other hand, you also don't have the warranties or potential... We have warranties on individual components, but not on the whole thing. And potential repair facilities are not available either. But yeah, I'd definitely say build over buy. Mind you, get a good pre-built on sale, you can do pretty damn well. It's just less likely and harder to do.
Can I cross this name off my... Good. So you're due some... Now scram.
You got one of those
Why?
big boys.
Am I getting...
Might find it missing. Real fisher first.
Why am I still getting... Okay, I did get Treasury Knights, okay. I was wondering why the heck I was getting... script for that, not Treasury Knights, but I have got Treasury Knights as well, so that's fine. Yeah, well, you usually get more money, more sort of bang for your buck, more power for your money, depending on how you want to look at it. More mileage in the long run as well, if you build yourself rather than buying pre-bought, unless you get lucky with a pre-build. Does happen, but less often. When it comes to putting PCs together, generally it's not much more complicated than following a set of instructions. It's like a piece of IKEA furniture together or something like that. Motherboard level, the instructions in it, and a few bits and pieces that aren't on there are on the individual components anyway. So pretty much a walk in the park.
Afternoon.
What's that, John?
Be around here somewhere. He is chilling out back, apparently. No, apparently I have to talk to his knees.
Finally, someone with the guts to help. When we went to get our...
Fusion module, huh?
If you can get it back, we... Excellent. I can show you...
Hey. Take a picture of Paige.
Maybe I could scrounge together stuff
Nah,
to build
the Blood
deviant
Eagles
culture
are
into
a
practice.
dangerous offshoot of the Raiders. I don't get along with the Crater.
Yeah. IKEA stuff's funny. It's some of it's quite good, some of it's a bit weird. Mind you, I'm sat at an IKEA desk now. Not that it's a standard flat pack per se. It's a worktop with legs screwed into it, so I guess I did re-engineer it. Yo, Paige. Gotcha.
Seems like as soon as we fix one thing in this place, another breaks.
Freak shout. Wish this map would zoom out a bit more. Tracking ranges. So at least they're in the right general direction. No. Not really in the right direction at all, is it? But, you know. Yeah, I don't mind too much the putting it together. Depends what it is and how well designed it is. If I remember rightly, this chest of drawers down here that you can't quite see because it's just underneath the shelves. That was a pain in the neck, but it wasn't IKEA, to be fair. Something else that was a total pain in the neck as well that was IKEA. I think it might have been a bookcase, but not sure. Eating a diseased wolf is really the best idea, but... So, we're in the region of Mononga, and apparently I don't actually have... Okay, that's not too bad, I can work with that. I've been up here on this character, though. Yeah, this one's just like more or less the standard IKEA desk hack, except most people use Alex drawers for legs rather than you just putting actual table legs on the custom IKEA desks. What? What? Come on. Asshole. What times have I got to shoot you before you go down? Yeah, I can't say I've had too much trouble with the instructions on IKEA furniture. But although this desk is so ridiculously wide, it has got 4 legs along the back of it. 2 at the front, 4 at the back. Needed something in the middle. Mind you, it's pretty solid, the top of it. It's a good chunk of wood, so... Certainly bloody heavy enough getting up the stairs. Probably just walked right past the people I needed there. It is getting better, but it's not showing me the text, which is slightly less than helpful. Must be the...
Hey! Someone's got a death wish!
The honey beast. It doesn't have any kind of wish. It's supposed to eat you.
Can't even break a sweat. There's gotta be some better loot around here. I'm tired of this same old shit.
That's ironic. Right. That's of a sort. The map furniture that magically puts itself together for you does seem like an appealing prospect. Bags of a few shells, yeah. I haven't really got the space for any more desks, but to be honest, this is probably bigger than I need. There's a good 8 inches or so on this end that is not really getting used, and over this end there's probably nearly a foot that is not getting used, so I could take at least a foot off the length of it and be fine. That would be way too much like hard work, because you just have a wide desk, which is what I really wanted. Plenty of room for the thing. Mind you, it does show up the dust quite badly. Oh, again, I feel like it's dusty every 5 minutes.
Ah, you've returned. Ah, I did promise. Yeah, here are your caps.
Still no decent reward there. Evening, Star, you alright? The only supposed to go together as intended to the legs. I can't even really claim that, seeing as it's a worktop with desk legs attached to it, so. Mind you, it's kind of a little bit too high for me, really, because I went for the cheap option on the legs that aren't adjustable, so could do with it being... yeah, probably like 2 or 3 inches lower at least. Oh, got some treasure notes for it, that's worthwhile. Yeah, I haven't got a great deal of depth to my desk, but really need to be all that deep. I don't want the crap, what the hell happened there? Don't really want those screens too far away from me, or too close, but
Those sunny bots. They're giving me the creeps.
But having the width to fit everything on I wanted and have enough room for like keyboard and mouse both sides without crashing into stuff was definitely a good thing.
I see you have our missing property.
Yeah, I've definitely got a bit of clutter here. Most of it gets used a lot though. The only thing that's really excessive on here, it's cluttery, is like post-it notes in the notebook. You put those away and get them out when I use them rather than leaving them right here all the time. But everything else, like everything on the desk is in use apart from speakers right now. And the PlayStation controller. Which has actually been getting some use recently. Keep my reward.
More? I'll get this intrusion module integrated. Good thing those...
If I'm much mistaken, there's only one rank above friendly, right? Ally. 39, yeah. Thought it was getting pretty close to level 40. So, Ward keeps telling me there are all kinds of people around here that need help.
Excellent. Rain is good.
The Lord says
It's
our
kinda
walls
strange
and
when you
turrets
ground them
keep
that
the
far.
raiders
I'm
out.
going to assume that's only people with names, though.
In it.
I'm tired. If you meet any other kids around here, tell me. I'll play with them, even if they're raiders.
Americans tamed this wilderness once before. We'll do it again, starting right here in Foundation. Hi there.
One of those, is she? What do you do around here?
What don't I do? I guess I'm most known for being a great shot, but
tired.
I also help out with stuff that needs building.
Any space for a maiden vinyl collection?
Raiders aren't we? I don't know.
To be honest, I still need to expand my maiden back catalogue. Most of my stuff on CD downstairs. I've got multiple shelves full on a big bookcase as well, full of
Sonny has any ice cream now that he has a refrigerator.
albums, CDs and stuff. Anyway,
How wouldn't you know? A house needs sweat on it.
enough room to stick a PC as well as going Mac. Yeah, that would not be too bad. Quite sure what the deal is with. No, you probably couldn't connect an iMac to screen to a PC, because you probably would have to get another one. Tell me about the
The
others.
best way to get to know someone is either to fight them or share a meal. I recommend sharing a meal. Samuel is one of our newer citizens. Maybe you can be his friend. He's from a vault like you. He's mine, all right. Mine and Derek's. He's a good kid. Now that we made it here, maybe he'll have a chance to grow up. I'm teaching him how to shoot, but
Seems like a
I
legitimate
hope we
concern
can
in a
make this place
wasteland.
safe enough he never has to use a gun.
Not that optimistic.
If you see anything lurking around outside of town, let me know. I need some target practice.
Unfortunately, Sonny can no longer dispense death.
Ah, there's her husband. See if he's got anything he
Has any
wants.
ice cream now that he has a refrigerator?
Appalachia's a strange place. So much land, good land. But it's got its challenges. Guess nowhere's really good to raise a family anymore.
Yeah.
Well, it wasn't exactly her choice, if you catch my meaning. But what's the alternative? As a species, we can't just roll over and die. We gotta fight, right?
Got a point.
Actually, I'm just thinking. Do ramen and rad stags and stuff?
I'm sure Google will have an answer for you one way or the other.
I bet so. Like,
Save you hassle if nothing else.
Whole stretches of country up north just cratered. And a few fields of a Gorny thing. Let's just see what comes out of the ground there. Makes the Gigger counter go crazy. Appalachia's diddly. But at least here we stand a chance. We get by. Better than that, she's coming here. Paige kept us all together through some rough times. It's good to set down some roots. I haven't seen Davy this happy since... well, ever. Kids are crazier as they, you know.
I like this guy. He's actually got more character to him than a lot of the people around Foundation.
Pittsburgh, born and bred. My roots went back there for 5 generations. Hell,
Want to know whether his accent's right?
just don't go north. Trust me.
Maybe Ward has more drawing paper I can have.
Whatever you say.
So, nothing there. I've got a sneaking suspicion as I explore around here. I'm not going to find anybody who's particularly inclined to... Oh, there's a ghoul. Why are they so freaked out by Penelope Hornwright then, if they've already got ghouls in town? Yeah, contrary to what Paige said, I'm not expecting anybody to... or Ward, rather, I think it was. Or one of them. I'm not really expecting to find anybody who's got anything for me to do, which is a bit unfortunate. Surgery of sorts. Thought it was going to bang my head then.
Oh, I'm sore all over. Building this place up is hard work.
Brings having a bit of a party.
I'm tired.
Yo, how you doing?
We no longer start.
Hey, fellow dweller. How's it going?
What's
Ward's in charge out here. Well, he'll say he ain't, but he is. Of course, he reports to Paige for the big stuff. But when he points, they all jump. I reckon it's because he always puts Foundation ahead of himself. As for the rest of them, I'm still getting to know everyone.
How did you
I
end up
came
there?
from a vault just like you. You've never heard of it. It's really far away and hidden. Like, really hidden. I don't even know how to get to it. Like, at all.
Strange fellow, this one.
A little bit of this, a little bit of that. Whatever needs doing. Ward says he's still trying to figure out what I'm best at. Let me know if you see any repairs I should add to my list. The ever-growing, unending list.
Suppose he's got anything worth. I've got farmable dirt tiles I could pick up already. Gauntlet. That might not be a bad idea. Few things worth saving up for anyway. Then I've already got 1,000 gold, so. 1,090 now. So 500, 750. Castle Broad weapon, that's not bad either. 750, I could do that. Question whether or not there's anything better that gets added after I increase the rep, but. Queen Gentiga, you right?
Sunday can no longer dispense death as a remedy for life.
Sorry, no time to chat.
That's okay, Sonny. I think I'll
This
just
guy
try
got that.
instead.
Food.
And if we can get the flock big enough, we can add chicken to the menu.
Oh my god! He's got all the plans now. I'm feeling way better. I thought I was going to have to hunt like crazy to get these.
Finally settled down.
I'm so pleased to see that they're here.
Work the land now.
Do you find the plan for compound bow now? So cryo arrows, reduce movement speed, and reduce durability. So the bow, damage, reduce durability, fire damage, energy damage. That'd be quite cool. The question is, which way do I go? Gonna have to have a little look. See what we can find out here. See how this does. Let's try. There we go.
Yeah,
See what I see now.
looking for a gift for my friend's birthday. Got anything like that?
Unfortunately, Sunday
Limbs or the
can no
jetpack?
longer dispense death
Well, if you've already got
as a remedy
marsupial, I'd go for the
for
limbs,
life.
but if you haven't, then it's a harder core.
Oh, that's okay, Sonny. I think I'll just buy this instead.
Iron sights. So glow sights would be worth having. Range change. Damage per shot change. Fire rate change. Okay. So explosive adds 15 damage, reduces the. They all reduce the range from the look of it. 5 damage plus damage over time. Plasma arrows adds 20. So plasma looks like it'd be the way to go for single shot damage. But you get AoE from explosive, presumably. They requires gunpowder. I'm not surprised by that. Plasma required. Addictive circuitry, plasma cartridges, which I don't actually have. I think explosives might be a short-term way to go. I'll save up plasma cartridges when I pick them up. I can make plasma arrows too. Cryo arrows would be fun, even if they don't do any extra damage, they just slow things down, so that's not a bad idea. Do extra damage plus even more damage to Scorch Beast and Scorch if you've got Ultra Sight ones, but ugh, drag. It looks like we're going to get some explosive arrows. Nice. Well, you're ahead of me, well. We're doing Colin. The end game for Wastelanders specifically doesn't really have a set level. This character was new and then went straight into Wastelanders. I'm now level 39 and I've just finished it. So I've also done a few other bits and pieces along the way, but you need to be level 20 to start the main Wastelanders quest proper, so there's about 20 levels worth of content or so maybe. Not overly pushing it. Plus there's a little bit of double XP in there as well, so maybe 15. Selling actually while I'm here. Power Fist as well. Bit of bad move in the meantime. Yeah, in the meantime, that's probably a good move. Beyond that, I'll float that.
I've made a lot of friends here in Foundation. Nobody special yet, though, if you know what I mean.
Flush those. Going reasonably well. So we're going to go for glow sights and explosive arrows for now. A few caps, but I'm very happy to have that. F off, you lot. Noisy baggers. Depends what sort of melee weapon you're looking for. You're looking for like sword style one-handed or punching style. There'll be different answers for each, but level 30, grab whatever you can get or craft it, if I were you. And don't worry about it too much. Because once you get to level 50, that's sort of max item level. And at that point, you can start focusing on getting the legendary versions. Way more worthwhile. So I wouldn't worry about it too much, and I go for sword. So, one-handed sword type weapons. I don't know what would be best on that. Chinese officer sword wouldn't be bad. A Soltron blade, if you can get one, would be pretty good, but they have limited use later on, so you might want to swap them out. And just get a great legendary anyway. It's excessively noisy. Yeah, I'd go for an Soltron blade if you can get your hands on one. Otherwise, whatever sword you can really get, really. Ski swords are a good bet, yeah. Once you get to 50, then you start looking at legendary stuff, and that tends to be the way to go, really. Good on us. Don't think I really need 101 camera film, though. Right then, so let's get this bio modded. Definitely is a bit of a grind to it, yeah. In terms of levels, once you get, well, you stop getting extra special points at 50, but by the time you're about 65 or so, you'll probably have most of the perks you want. And after that, it's just grinding out legendaries and plans and stuff to get the best versions of your gear. Mind you, once perk loadouts come later on in the year, you might have a few more options available and want to grind out a few different sets of options, in short. Don't have any upgrades available. I'll keep that as it is. Where's my bow? Here it is. So, stick some glow sights on it. Make it slightly more accurate, supposedly. And way slightly more, but hey, not going to be very useful, but... Why can't I make... Gunsmith, but I've got that, so that's not a problem. That was not quite what I had in mind. How you doing, Kathy, right? Skyrim, how you doing? So, explosive arrows. Hell to the yeah. Yeah, I might as well repair the damn thing, hadn't I? Like, on one level I kind of like the fact that you've now got light reflections on your Pip-Boy. It makes sense, it's realistic. On the other hand, it's extremely annoying. So, still making an awful racket. I think I'll stick with the power fist, but Gauntlet's an option. It's not really the way I want to go long term, but I'll probably go with that for a while. Oh, I can pick up the plants for that, can't I? Would render my power fist purchase a bit pointless, but we'll have a look. Tambourine is gone for now, yeah, mixing out.
Together stuff to build Davy a pop gun to practice with.
Never really intended to keep it anyway.
What are you doing on this blade? Get some shut eye.
Oh no, it was gold bullion, wasn't it? I could do, but I think I want to wait on that. Yeah, you might get lucky looking at player vending for a decent weapon, but
So glad to be away from the pit.
most people don't sell anything that's below level 50, so... So, grinding gold bullion's easy enough. We can do that. But grinding out prep is something that's just going to have to be the dailies. Going to take a while. That's unfortunate.
I'm looking for a gift for my friend's birthday.
Maybe if this place
anything
keeps
like that?
going, I should get a dog
Unfortunately,
to help me guard the
Sunny
house.
can no longer dispense death as a remedy for life.
Oh, man. Well, that's okay, Sonny. I think I'll just buy this instead.
Right, so... I'm considering taking on the new events. I don't suppose there are any events running right now, are there? I'm just thinking about it. Should be, because there's supposed to be always an event running, but...
Gotta talk to Paige about those Sunny
Manhunt.
bots.
Yeah.
Giving me the creeps.
Go and do that, see if we get any... And then there's Monster Mash. Monster Mash I'll skip, because it's probably going to be a bit higher level. Yeah. Not exactly geared towards that yet. Go and give Manhunt a go. Yeah, Bloody Good Bow's not bad looking. I have to see how the compound bow looks when I get to a high enough rank with the settlers to pick that up.
This is a warden of Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Our most notorious inmate, Mad Dog Malone, has broken free again. If you own a firearm and can hear this, make your way to Grafton Dam and attempt to subdue him. I need him taken alive. I will make an example of him to all the other prisoners.
You're supposed to take him alive with a firearm.
Him back here.
Fortunately, I've apparently not succeeded in that one, so let's see if there's another event running that I can go for. Oh yeah, I need to do that, don't I? Run a free XP and I'm not far away from it, so I might as well. I don't know which developers may have games shown at Future Game Show and the Summer Games Fest tomorrow. I'm not quite sure what's happening. I know there's a PC gaming show tomorrow. I'll probably be taking a look at that. And then there's Guerrilla whatever it is. What is it? Yeah, Guerrilla Collective. And in that, I don't know if they're overlapping or they're different things or what. But we're going to try out our new bow. But Baldur's Gate 3 is definitely getting shown anyway. But, ooh, that was quite satisfactory. And yeah, Larian have... I don't actually have to hit the target, that's even better. Although I might have to get a bit closer than that. Damn wriggly-headed git. Forward getting plasma ones though. So somewhere around here should be the targets that I need to put paper targets on. These I assume. Ridiculous. Ugh. I knew there was going to be gunpowder involved though. Charm strong with ghoul here, managed to hit me at that kind of distance. Source of frustration to me, that. Steam monkey. Yeah, gun and taking people alive is kind of really the same thing, but it's not in this game. Yeah, I suppose you could try and get him back between being shot and expiring. Yeah, they're quite fun. I still think the plasma ones are going to be a little bit better, but... Target-rich environment, okay. Now it's letting me do it, okay. I've been sat in my quest log for God knows how long. But I thought we'd come down here and some script, nice. Treasure notes in a second. Couple of baseball bats. Too bothered about, but that knocked off. We'll go down here. People's happening. Go down there and chip into that, couldn't we? See if we can get anywhere with it. I've never had much luck. Subtle arrows, yeah. Plasma arrows are fun. They do a little bit more damage, supposedly, than explosive ones. Not a lot, but a little. Probably pick them up eventually. Can't craft them in a minute, so.
Mama Dolce have finally cooled down enough to work again. I've set them up to make cans of stew using the ingredient containers spread around the factory. Well, the machines make a hell of a racket, so you'll probably get some unwanted guests.
Scanning for hostiles.
I've never actually succeeded in this event yet. Mind you, I've only ever tried to do it on my own and exactly conducive to the most successful run ever. Farmhand clothes. There's not much that I don't know where any of the ingredient hoppers are either. That's the only place. So we're nearly there, we just need some no, we are there, nice. So we have my first ever success. This one, activate that. Defend the console, right? Never even got this far before. Somebody's got a TSC on the go there. One's up there somewhere. Where's the other one? Got to hold out for 5 minutes. I don't think that's going to be terribly difficult, to be honest. Noises. Come on, I definitely got more kills than that. Use the bow, but it's going to be so slow firing that it's not going to help me very much. Like in the crossbow. Yeah. I could give one a go. It'd be fine, I guess, but I don't know, bows are way more my style. Diagnose mechanical issue. Ah, somebody's got there first, that's fine. Yeah, that's a fair point. Didn't get any teeth out of them either. Don't think my explosive arrows are particularly good for the consoles either. You actually have to craft explosive arrow bolts for the crossbow then, as opposed to just having a crossbow mod for it. I hear a ghoul somewhere, but sounds very dead now. I thought the plans at Foundation actually, it looked more like you just put an explosive receiver on it. Same as with anything else. Weird crackling noise, which I'm not sure if it's something to do with anything in here or not. Nice, somebody got it sorted. The wrong button. Reading the hopper console. So that is the one that's taking the most damage for some reason, despite the fact there are two of them up there. Oh, in 7 Days to Die, I see. I'm with you. Trying to multitask and struggling there, I think. What? Oh, right through his head. That one went right through his back. Nice. Mission accomplished. That's nice. Too, but you. Down there do Monster Mash. Major events running at the moment. I want to have a look at the two new ones, but not quite sure tackling either of them. Well, certainly riding shotgun on my own is going to be the best idea with the current build at the moment. Hopefully moving forward it will be fine later on, but packs going on. I don't do that. You usually get your legendary items as well. Then you can go and turn in some legendaries for script while I think about it.
Priority alert! Looks like those damn wolves are on the hunt again. Forest Watch has spotted multiple packs, but the Alpha's whereabouts are unknown. I repeat, Alpha's location is unknown. We need to find and kill that Alpha wolf ASAP. Take out the smaller packs and draw out that Alpha. Just make sure you bring along
Not my favourite voice, this one.
That big Alpha is a heap of trouble.
This game better than Fallout 4? It's different to Fallout 4. I don't know about better or worse. Some things it does better, it's bigger, it's... I don't know about replayability I was going to say, but that might be a stretch really. Fallout 4 is probably on paper a better game. I'm slightly torn on the two. I've played Fallout 4 to death though, so there is that. There's stuff in this game that is... reasonably well. Things like there's some of the systems in this game work a little better than they did in Fallout 4. Legendary gear and stuff. I mean, in the sense that for the best legendary stuff in Fallout 4, you just find somewhere you can farm it and, you know, quick save and just reload over it. Well, save scum, I believe is the term. So you get your desired legendary item, but mind you don't have to do that, but building system in Fallout 4 ends up being more dynamic than this one. There's because you can use the glitches in 4 to do things and build things that you just can't do in this game. The necessity of one of the blueprinting system. To be honest, I'd like to see go entirely and just have increased flexibility in building and, you know, no blueprinting system. But okay, so just honest, I think this game is probably even buggier than Fallout 4 was. Nothing really game-breaking going on at the moment, but there are a few annoying bugs, mildly annoying ones. That's true. As time goes on, this gets more and more like an MMO and less like a traditional Fallout game, to be honest. Fine. Different, but fine. they add NPCs and more of an end-game loop and things like that. Some of the stuff they're adding later on this year as well just makes it more and more MMO and traditional Fallout game. A bit more of a solo play angle. Somewhere where I can actually see what I'm shooting. Come on, change please. The belt on the nose, get back here. Xion shovel. Saw somebody saying on Twitter that they really like using the shovel. Mostly because of the noise it makes. Oh well. Still turn in for the same amount of script, so yeah, the 1-star item. I think given enough time, this game probably will surpass Fallout 4 eventually, but it's going to take a while before it gets there. Mind you, that so the restriction on some of the building restrictions rather rigging. Thank you. Definitely annoying, and I doubt they'll take those out, but I would very much like to see them do it. Nice, and that's level 40. Where's my legendary wolf? Corpse has disappeared through the earth. Oh, there he is. Levels, press a snub nose. Nothing particularly special there, but you know, all good. See what we've got for levels. Yes, give me that perk pack. Not bad. Not bad. Pectron says to an army recruiter, I've got the metal. Oh dear. Okay. Please tell me Master Archer is available. It is not. Got to be popping up soon. Possibilities there, but nothing for right now. We'll need to work out whether or not. Assume Incisor does have an effect on my melee weapons. I'm not going to waste points on it right now. Oh, martial artists. Incisor will. That's worth doing. Martial artists I'm not so sure about. Need intelligence perks. Or rather, I don't need intelligence points, I do need perks. Yeah, that's really worthwhile to me. Like night, maybe. One here that I wanted to have a look at that I've forgotten about. Sandman, that was it. Night silence weapons do even more damage. But I might go into that, but probably not right now. So, I think the plan is bang a point in there, and then pick up Another intelligence perk that I've not maxed out, whatever that may be. Gunsmith. Weapon artisans available, that'd be worth having. That's probably a bigger priority. No, it isn't. You know what it is. Fix it good. Yeah, that's one good thing that will come with perk loadouts, being able to have a specific loadout for crafting, so you can just dump everything in there. Mind you, if I limit myself to... yeah, maybe not actually. Still have to swap out your intelligence perks. You'll never have enough slots to have them all equipped at once, unless you've got without intelligence, I suppose. Jailbreak. Anything else rolling? Ooh, AWOL Almond says, what do you mean I need to pay 45 caps to join that? Hurts me. Wounds me deeply, that. I know it's about as far away as I can get, but that's still horrible. I'm not a fan of that particular feature, to be honest. I think that definitely needs to go.
This is Sergeant Gutsy ABA-1. A United States Army convoy has been attacked. Send authorities and able-bodied individuals to the Roscoe Research Facility ASAP. ABA-1 out.
There's only 10 minutes left on this, but this guy's going to have to go down, otherwise I'm going to have all manner of issues. You have to go a bit further this way, because if I get hit by that car blows up on me, I could be in trouble. I was going to say that went okay actually. Yep. May have forgotten about that. Unconfirmed, though. I'll grab some food and drink while I grab it. Black produce, yes I have. Okay, let's make a gross mistake.
Our convoy was en route securing important prototype robotic armament when we were attacked by protesters, hippies, and saboteurs. These bots are crucial military hardware, currently AWOL, and must be recovered before they fall into enemy hands. Use the button in the truck to activate the emergency recall beacon. Be quick about it. I don't have much time left before I need to power down again. The bots are wandering the nearby countryside. No doubt got their screws knocked loose during the ambush. They are extremely dangerous. Now, form a defensive perimeter and wait here until they arrive. I'm shutting down to preserve power and prevent my internal processors from further frying themselves. Carry on without
That was bad.
This is your moment to show Uncle Sam what you've got. Good luck.
By destroying his military robots. Show Uncle Sam what you've got. Destroy the army's robots. Quite compute in my head, that. Yeah, those peace-loving pacifistic people who are clearly such a threat to everything and everyone. Most dangerous of creatures, pacifists. And silly. That was bad. Well, it's taking as many shots as it is. You'd think your AoE damage might at least help. I suppose it isn't particularly significantly amounts of AoE damage, but... Well, the good news so far... Terrible people never trust a pacifist. It's terrible that people never trust a pacifist, or just bad people don't trust them? Either one works, really. Haha! They won't be on me, but I think it's a protector on, so I'm less worried about that. Oops. Going reasonably well so far, but I'm a little disappointed that I haven't seen any legendaries yet. So that must be one I hadn't realised. You can certainly see the flight of the arrows a little bit better with the explosive ones. I just put a lit explosive arrow in my pocket. That was clearly not the best idea ever. Ethan Jake, pretty sure we'll have some PS4 players in that. How you doing, Chad? You alright?
Unidentified intruder detected. Beginning search. Fugitive is on the loose. Do not attempt to apprehend.
Wouldn't make a right lot of sense that you get your arrows back when you've strapped explosives to the end of them, though. Got to admit. And I'm not really complaining, but doesn't make sense.
Is that someone who needs me to kick their ass?
Oh, that's not the broadside of a barn. Three videos to upload. He's been busy.
Every day is a good day to die.
You know, I'm not wrong. Yep, still not over that on any level whatsoever. It certainly does make me feel glad to have made the jump to PC, though. Funny moment compilations and an epic kill compilation. Fair enough. Ah. Legendary Major Gutsy. Well, I have mixed feelings about that. Damn. Good job I wanted it for the legendary, not for the, well, for the script, not the actual weapon, because you're not going to get much less use than instigating on a melee weapon. If I don't get any treasury notes for that, I will be peeved. I'll be surprised, but definitely peeved. Yeah, just picked him up before I went up to Foundation. It turns out the Sunny bot in the middle of Foundation has plans for him. I thought I was going to have to hunt all over the place for him, so pleasantly surprised to find that's not the case. Normally it's me that dies here when I go visit somebody's camp on the top of here and they just log out. But, catch you in a bit, Gav. Little machinist appears to have spontaneously died and now he's suspended by his ankle for some weird reason. I hazard a guess that that wasn't part of the plan. I wish combat rifles were a bit more effective. Combat snipers, especially, they're relatively fast firing, but they're not high single shot damage, which is kind of depressing. I'm lost. That's where I want to be. Find me. I'm not turning around. Okay, here I am. Oh, ghouls. That was not a ghoul that I heard. I think it was. Oh, it was ghouls and a Wendigo mashed together. Okay, fair enough. Catch you later, Gav. Cool where the Wendigo came from. Spot it there at first. Very true, no? Of course, all the good stuff I had came from first act and was on the other character, wasn't it?
Ready to initiate trading.
Yeah, that's not good, dude. I remember that feeling all too well.
How can I assist you today?
Want do you?
Ready to exchange items.
From Bade Pan? Fourth slider.
Now
Classic.
displaying current stock.
Crossbow? I wish the cultist blade was a bit more effective.
Ready to initiate trading.
Combat armor. Not that I'm going to be using that on this character.
How can
Gun
I
night vision scopes.
assist you today?
Good stuff on this vendor, but nothing that's actually of any use to me. Didn't really expect there to be, but yeah, never know. Sometimes you get surprised.
Ready to exchange items.
Don't have the crossbow. Don't really have any plans for it on this. Can you put different... He's allergic. Can you put different scopes on, different sights? Because the iron sight's god-awful, but if there's other ones that are possible to add, it might even be a reasonable idea. Reach the mayor's office. I could do that. Feel like it right now. Events running. The event system doesn't seem to be working quite as well as it should do. Supposed to be at least one event running at all times. While we'll get that punch to go off. I'm definitely not seeing anything. Oh, what can you do? Get a few camps, see if I can find any decent stuff in there. Not much point in looking for weapons or armor yet that's legendary though. But hit level 50. That's interesting. Bob from above. I've never noticed that before. Seen that before. He's got the farmable tiles and various other bits and pieces on the go. Quite a nice little camp actually, this. I'll admit, I like it. First player. Having a nap. Ah, no more first act.
I just love songs. Don't you?
I'm gonna say, why the hell would you lock the gate? But I just remembered why. Turbo fertilizer collector. Ooh. Now, as a fire pit goes, not bad. That's some good work. I don't think it's completely original. I've seen that somewhere else before as well, but... be a right lot there that I'm bothered about. Yeah, alright, I'll do that. I haven't crafted them yet, but eventually. And welcome back. Now. Thunder. Not a public event, so I probably won't get a script for it. Manhunt's back on. I have to pay to get there. I'm pretty sure I don't get a script for it, but... There's a couple of people over here, so maybe we do. Way to go, anyway. Excuse me again. That Doug Malone is on the loose again. Bring him to justice.
This is the Warden of Eastern Regional Penitentiary. Oh, it seems Mad Dog Malone has escaped. Again, any law-abiding citizens hearing this message should proceed to Grafton Dam and attempt to subdue him. I need him taken alive. I will make an example of him to all the other prisoners. My marshals will take care of transporting him back here.
And completed. Nice. Didn't even have to do anything. Get a couple of meaties. Who is, where is, what is this so-called Mad Dog Malone? I'm going to assume if I follow the marshals, they might lead me to the individual, and then at least I'll know in future. Oh, he's a super mutant. That makes sense. Kinda. Notice if I got any treasure notes for that. Hello, lads. Got your attention, even if I didn't get you. I got him. Possibly see me. Visible. Bird doggy. a leg there. Yeah. Going that mad for treasure units. Depends what you want, really. There's not a vast amount I want out the treasure unit system, which is interesting. It's not on this character, anyway. Some of the others, maybe. I have to think about whether or not like the Thorn armor or something might be a good bet for this character. I'd like to find decent outfit, really. That's what I'm wearing right now. Yeah. Got any stealth armor, and don't really like it on this character. Well, I like the effect. I don't like the look of it. Well, any character, really. Free range is up here, is it? I don't think it is. Well, I suppose it might be, but... puts me up here and it turns out the event isn't here, I'm going to be annoyed. Mind you, I'll be more surprised if it turns out it is here. Like change the plan, I think. Get back here. You'll scorch with a gun or unarmed weapon. Woohoo! 76. Aaron Holt farmhand. So that means I need to get them to Aaron Holt. That's not too bad. Aaron Holt being that way, unless I'm much mistaken. Nuka Cowler. Penelope, okay. Hang on. Yeah, Aaron Holt's that way. What are you going this way for? Because there's a big hole in the road. Okay, fair enough. We'll leave off then. Third one called? Duke. I like this one more. 20 minutes to upload 1%. That's not good. Plasma caster, huh? Where you want to go? I suppose I'm fine with that. Sure how they're going to get over the, you know, cattle grid. Get back here, you mad cow! That's right, it'll take 1.3 days. Bloody hell. Doing well then. There's some iffy Wi-Fi. Having a decent connection was one of my favourite upgrades. Mind you, I think about 8 hours was the longest I ever had to wait for a video. Making progress. Suit power armor in the middle of nowhere. For yours, buddy. Curious where the sheep swatch is going to come out of. There, apparently. Give me 1 star. The hell hit me, iron? Something. Getting seriously stung here, apparently. Well, mission accomplished, at least. Just before it failed. How could sting wings take down something that huge? Got treasure in there, nice. Another shepherd's crook. What we got then? Exterminator's wooden chest piece. Crossbow. Nice shiny disease to go with it. First couple of videos you did. Oh yeah, I remember you saying. No, I don't think I could live without my... certainly wouldn't be able to do this without decent broadband, so... I don't think that's supposed to be there. Yeah, on a limb, so that's probably supposed to be in the shack over there. Could head over and find out, really, couldn't I? Got everything? Yep, we good. It's very strange. Unless your network provider is not over the moon about the amount of data you're using to upload videos, which is possible. Not inconceivable they're throttling you to because you're using so much data. Even if you have unlimited plans. Sometimes they need a reminder and a kick up the butt to point out that unlimited actually does mean unlimited. Get in. What next, if anything? Messenger? Thunder? Not very much at the minute. Really? If you can't find another explanation, maybe have a look at it. Double check that you haven't got a sort of reasonable usage cap on your data. And if you haven't, find out what's going on and see if you get an answer out of them.
Nobody does a senior discount after the war, you know? That's a shame.
You maybe jump there, it's so loud right in my ear. A few more arrows.
Never give up.
Might not be a bad idea.
Keep doing it. You'll make it through.
Yeah, double check that you haven't got a reasonable use clause in there, though, which is also possible. Yeah, it can go a long way sometimes, that might. The other option with mobile phone providers is telling them you're going to leave and watch while they start throwing free stuff at you. It does tend to be worthwhile as well. You have quite the habit of what am I looking for? Mark? No. Ammo Smith, that was it. Yeah, they do have quite the habit of screwing over their existing customers in favour of new ones. You kind of have to give them a heck of an incentive to get you a reasonable deal sometimes. Unless you want to change networks. Craft. Brain back on again. Water and drink.
I was going to retire to a cabin in the woods. This is pretty close. Only health care you need is better shoes, kid.
Yeah, that's true enough. Anybody who deals with customers who appreciates people who are polite way more than anything else.
Young kid with the decent knees. A new weapon is a great...
Yeah, okay.
I hope it's a good one. I'm sure there's...
Ones with cable internet providers as well, yeah. Anybody who's getting a large amount of money out of you on a regular basis and suddenly realises they might not do anymore. Yeah, if you ask for it though, they might just say off you go then. I wouldn't put it past them. Sort of thing I'd do. Don't ask for it, give it straight away. Couldn't send me much further away really, could he? Yeah, if you can compare it to another offer that's better, then you're gonna have a hard time arguing with you over that. Ah, let's cut this. I really did think that weapon case was going to be up here. On the other hand, we'll do this Caesar rare. Night, sweet prince. Not for any more, because I can't see anything here. On the other side and inside, presumably. That guy's still standing up and dead. Yes, yes he is. And technically had his head blown off as well. Ah. Right, back to base then. Looking there, I thought somebody was hanging out in my camp. I was just getting a little disturbed, seeing as it's not on the map at the moment. I have the same phone and internet provider. To be fair, when we got a fibre optic put in, such as it is, they did say there's this offer running for 18 months, give us a call after that and we'll probably put you on another one. I literally just said call up and get a better offer later. So we did, and they did.
Told you the communists would do this. Hey, look. You got it. Thanks a lot. I owe you one.
Nocturnal sickle. Christ. Project Paradise. No participants. Need another packs rolling again. Do you want to do that again? That's what I could do for the last little something. check.
Never give up. Just keep doing it. You'll make it through.
See?
Just because the world is a mess doesn't mean you gotta be one too.
Okay, so I think that's going to be the plan. Get the bucket list crossed off. Yeah. Yeah, there's always room to improve in some area with these things, so I certainly couldn't say I wanted a faster connection at the minute, because I literally cannot get one where I live. Tell you what though, they'll sure as hell sell me a 200 megabit connection. Can't provide one, but they'll sure sell me one. Yeah. Starting offers are usually not too bad, but once those expire, you need to give them a nudge to get them to bring the price down, otherwise you end up paying a fortune. Yeah, if you tell them to stop working, that helps. Well, just give my current internet provider their due. They're generally pretty good about that. If the hub's getting my hub was getting on a little bit, and I was having some issues with it. Or I was having some issues anyway, I can't remember what it was. I'm not sure if that was before we upgraded or after. Can't remember now. But either way, I was having some issues and just said, look, this is problematic. And they basically said, yeah, your routers are like 2 years old at this point. Oh, hell yes. Crap. Crap! What? You wriggly git. Yeah, we said, look, your router's 2 years old at this point. We'll just send you a new one, which is fair enough. Left the door open. Nice. Go. To be honest, though, sure, I might be able to get a better picture from somewhere else. Bucket list, investigate Harper's Ferry should be on here, not bothered about that. Pretty Sphere storefront, Valley Gallery Skylight, that's probably worth doing next, as it's just around the corner. Well, as long as you've got a significant bill increase, you've got something to be annoyed about there. The idea is to get more money out of you, not less. So. So you're going to switch. It's not in their interest to, you know, they make more money than if you do switch, you know, giving you an offer. Hey there. Noisy near. Alley Galleria skylight. Springs Castle. Yeah, to be honest, they're not having it. Mind you, sure I've said before, years ago now, many years ago, I was on Virgin when I was in student house at the time, there were 5 of us, and during the course of the year I lived in that house, started off with an expensive but reasonably decent package. And then over the course of the year, one channel or another got switched off and removed from our package. And, oh, by the way, this is no longer available on your package as of this date. And then a month later, it's, oh, this is not available either. The first few I didn't really care about because the stuff we weren't interested in. But then they started taking away channels we actually watched, some of them quite a lot. And at that point, it was just like, well, we're moving in a month, so it won't be our issue. But when we get their new place, we sure as hell won't be putting up with that crap. Then we started looking at the options for fibre optic broadband, and immediately became obvious that one of the few options was Virgin, and they offer supposedly the highest speeds out there. Problem is they can't actually provide those speeds, so. What? Hip fire and a bullseye in the head. Okay, that was bad. Actually aim down sights. Yeah, we've got glow sight on this, which I can't see. Oh wait, now I can. Not that there's any point in using the glow sight, because I don't think the arrow will go where the glow sight is anyway. Right, so crosshairs on. Alright, let's go for the middle window, because you know how accurate it is. We hit it. Where it goes if I put the crosshair on there. Pretty little thing, but it's not worth anything. Glow sight at me. Okay. $34 treasure notes in your first day grinding around. 340 gold. That's not too bad. That's most of your week's supply, actually. Because you only get 400 a week, so. Or something there that I didn't. That loads me fine. Set the network settings. Range. Slightly suspect. You have a slight concern over here. What I need to head to is... Cool. By the way, occupied by numerous Yaoguai. Several ticks, apparently, who appear to be dead, so that's not such a bad thing. That one's not dead. Random power armor in the middle of nowhere. Further away before I deal with these ticks so I can actually see what's happening. I say that, still can't see what's happening. That helps. Light on. Ah. You gotta be very, very careful because... Yep, yeah, why? Regular old diseased one there, that's not a big problem. Daft these arrows. Kicking in more at the point. Back. Right. So, Freddy Fear's House of Scares. Should have done that while I was there doing on Wednesday. Sounds like the network, doesn't it? Yeah, give it a day or two and maybe see if things speed up a bit. Or if you, I don't know, give it a bit and see if things pick up again. And if they don't, then say, look, the hell. What? Did I just get a kill despite totally missing? Probably a delayed response, actually, but... Mind that Soltron blade, actually. Pretty well I was going to go for with this character, but... Juster. Oh, that's the guy who's involved in the Halloween event. That shouldn't make that much difference, actually, Chad, because your live stream's like all down, like all downloaded. Well, the only thing that's having anything to do with your upload speed there is typing in chat, and a few lines of text a kilobyte. Really not going to be that, I don't think. What the hell happened there, but... Apparently I actually need to read the bucket list. Have it? No, I do not. Oh, well, I counted. Just as well. That would be what I'd want to take a picture of, not anything else if I was here. Well, you never know. Maybe. There's a naked dude on top of a fire engine. Ah, that so should have counted. Becky. Got a bent proboscis now. Hey, that wasn't actually a bad shot. Barely tagged him, but it wasn't a bad shot. What? That doesn't do it. Bugger flew off. Oh well. Not able to get through unmolested now. Get up. Tough soldier, man. What else do I need to take pictures of? Just the pumpkin house. Do not need to be clocked by this dude. Pretty sure this character's equipped for taking on Scorch Beast, with not using power armor. I don't think I can use power armor with a bow, actually. No, I can't with a power fist, but mind you, you can just use the knuckles, really, can't you? Just punch with a power armor. Boop. Lens and postcard collage poster plan. Why I can't use that. Something to do with me being crouched, apparently. And very, very close to another level as well. Bloody miscellaneous thing. Then I'll fill your entry up. Back on the beat, son. I've never succeeded in that one either. I've heard rumours that you can't, so there's that. Where? Bearing. I might do. I'd take a little swing through West Tech. Get a few super mutants to rack up a little bit more XP while I do that. Weird aiming on the bow. A little bit, yeah. Hell from here, isn't it? The rate of the speed the arrows fly at is ridiculously slow. Mine's slightly less for the explosive ones, but certainly for any regular arrows, it's stupidly slow. But all of the bullets and arrows in the game go like ridiculously slow. Oh, good God! I got him. Problematic one dealt with. Yeah, the other thing that's a bit of an issue with it is the arrow drop. Sure how I got away with that? Oh, evasive perk. Kind of went the wrong way on that one. But aside from that, it's not too bad. And you've got to use the center crosshair rather than the crosshair on the actual weapon, which I don't like at all. No, I don't think I'm keen on that. They should be aligned. That's what I dislike. Not aligned. And one permanent bugbear of mine, of course, is the fact that guns have inherent accuracy stats. Means just because you aimed right doesn't necessarily mean you're going to hit the target. Yeah, flicks with it. Not good with the bows. You might have a little bit more luck with crossbows, but not with bows. Snipers kind of do it. Games doesn't exactly facilitate that sort of thing very well, but pile of meanings, I guess. I'm actually thinking about switching from a Gauss sniper to a back to a hunting rifle based sniper on my main guy, because although it would take a little bit of that was different, a drop in damage, assuming I get a decent legendary, it will be fine. Mind you, I think getting better armor for him is kind of more of a priority on that front. Maybe not, don't know. But I need to think about it anyway. Of course, this is quite satisfying. Kind of have to aim a little bit high because of the drop on it. Leading targets is just nightmarish. What I'd really like to see, as I've said before, is a perk added under the strength tree that allows you to have a faster draw speed. So it would make sense for it to be a strength perk, and it would also make the whole thing more viable. Also, that bug going away would be nice. That stops your Pip-Boy working and stops you running and all manner of other things. It's kind of annoying. Yeah, not the end of the world, just pretty convenient. Yeah, it's certainly no Twitch shooter, is it? See how Arcane do on that front with Deathloop. Don't know why I picked those up at all.
Who's there?
What? I know I can get bullets through there. If I can't get arrows through that gap, I'm going to be annoyed. Good, I can.
My arm.
Really? It went right through me, didn't even see me. How good this character's stealth is right now. That's one good thing about the military fatigues. The Chinese stealth armor, I have to admit. Dude can't see me, doesn't know where I am, still manages to hit me.
You have to come out sooner or later.
Do I? What? Yeah, that was just bad. I admit, speaking of FPS games, this really doesn't showcase my ability to shoot straight very well, this game. Where I can do it. Almost honest. Come on, just draw the bow way faster than that, please. Got him. Nearly had my head resting on the microphone to see him, but... Oh, close. Got him. Signal. Pretty gone by this point, but anyway. Right over his head. Giving him a centre parting if he had hair. Okay, this goes on to him. Oh! Who the heck murdered me? That hurts my feelings. Strap in, muty boys. Bloody vengeance is coming. Didn't drop a loot bag, interestingly. One thing that I have mixed feelings on, though I think I probably approve of, is with the bow being fired left-handed, which I'm not keen on. If you try to shoot around a wall to the left like this, it's kind of a nightmare. You tend to hit the wall, from, like the door frame or whatever. If you're going the other way and you try to shoot around the corner that way, you'll find you get surprisingly lucky sometimes. Or is it the other way? No, it's that way. If you're going left, shooting left-handed, it hits the door frame. If you're going right, you'll be able to... one or the other. You'll be able to tuck the arrow around the corner when you might not think you're able to sometimes. That's quite cool. Bit of a flick there, not much of one, but... oh well. Be any fun if I didn't die sometimes. You're head for me, buddy. Well, don't bother. Junkie's Power Fest.
Need to fight. Need to smash.
And my usual technique for this place is to get up here, sit on the top like this, and snipe. The question is that going to work? Kinda. Give my presents away if I actually hit the bars up here, though. What? Tagged them both a bit there. But if you didn't know where the shots were coming from, and there's just explosions going off all around you, that would be extremely hairy. Fortunately, they do seem to have cottoned onto it there now. Got that one. I got any grenades on me? Molotov, a couple of plasma grenades, a few frags, yeah. Got a few that time. Oh balls, that was quite the plan. Oh my god, he turned. Come on. And again. And that time he stopped. Right, we'll go downstairs and finish it off. Oh, hello. Now that guy's back in with my face there. Right now. Terrible shooting. Our Brotherhood of Steel were present in Appalachia, same as Super Mutants for a while. Amazing, I've still got legs, really. For times I've blown arrows up right in front of me. They're in power armor. I'm not doing bad, these explosive arrows. Do better when I get another upgrade from... What? The drop should have... No, I don't know. What are you doing up there? Finally. I just saw him go right, so if he comes from the right, big if, but... Close my cigar. Finally. Only 103 in this case. Welcome back, Star. Giving you the run around early. That way then. I don't really want to go this way either on balance. Oh, hello. Fuck, you didn't even see the mutants down there. Blind firing.
Humans. So small. So weak.
Anything you came from, asshole? Hey, got that one in the head. It's all around me, eh? Right? Ah, hello.
Here's
What? Come on, meds! Clicking and clicking, nothing's happening.
You die now, human.
Right in his face. What was that? That wasn't.
Snack time.
Balls. Fun times. Way I wanted to go at all. That's a 4 though, isn't it? Just make up the numbers. You've been doing that one for a while now. Right. Hey, meaty. Where are ya? Papa, and get your head blown off. Or don't. I knew that was going right on his head there. Got ya. Didn't get you that time. What? Guy shoved his mate out of the way and prevented me taking his head off. Oh, for crying out. I resign. I quit. Like 2 fucking giant super mutants standing in a doorway. I fire an arrow and it misses both of them. Thought one of them go down the hole though. Okay, that was fun. Armor needs some repairs already. Got him. He can't tell I'm here. It says so at the top of the screen. How is he shooting me? Why is he looking at me when he does it? Not the most efficient thing in the world, this bow, but it's kind of fun. I think we're slowly starting to wind down, actually, Matt, but good luck with the errand. Hope all goes well. Catch you on Monday, if not before. Better. Mind you, he didn't make it particularly hard, so there is that. one left somewhere. I thought we were about done. What? Didn't have an arrow knock.
Escape me!
Now we're good. Well, it's no wonder this place is a mess. Interesting scenario. I think well, the frame rate must have been like during that though. Got 45 assaults on blade. That's alright. Should be worth a look.
Oh, pardon me.
Well, I think for one evening, call it a tiny little bit early. What are we on? Not actually that much early. So that's not too bad.
Never give up. Just keep doing it. Don't make it.
Huh. Oh, I see. We're at the end of the song. That's why it's silent. I was thinking, thought it wasn't playing. Much confusion. Not a bad guy. Frame rate reasonable when say four of every creature. Yeah, that's definitely impressive to keep your frame rate going at that. Dear. News makes me laugh on occasion. Stretching the definition of news, perhaps, but still funny. Yeah, winding down now, I think, Jake. I think of how to flesh things out a little bit. Well, got a few things to do, but keeping things going with that end game grind is a bit difficult. Do your dailies and then a couple of events, but making sure you get plenty of event spawns to rack up treasury notes is easier said than done. So I suppose we've got the old main story to work through, and a couple of weeks from now we'll have 76 seasons launching, so patch 20, so we'll be able to focus on the season pass as well. I'll give you a bit more to work towards. So that should be cool. But yeah, at that point where again going to start feeling like I'm needing more to get to grips with again for too long. Content, and there won't be a decent sized content drop until the autumn, which is unfortunate. It's the way these things go, but is quite the long wait. So what? April, wasn't it? Beginning of April, Wastelanders came out, so 2 months ago. Well, it's been longer than that. Weird. Yeah, it does feel like Wastelanders has been out longer than 2 months, but in those 2 months I've gone through at a slow pace both sides of the Wastelanders storyline, so exactly how long am I going to be grinding for? I don't know. This Archer character, at least for Bullion, probably not all that long. Depends what I go with, and whether or not I go for any of the armors from the Secret Service, I suppose. So that's a possibility. I might extend it a bit. Then, 20. Raided the Vault, Vault 79. If you finish that and acquired all your gold bullion, that's the end game loop from there. So just your dailies from the raiders and the settlers to gain treasury notes and any rep you might need to work up, and then doing events, which should be the big public events really, to again build up treasury notes. Go through it in about 6 hours. Getting through the settler side took me probably about 10 or so. But we got through Past Acts as well, so that slowed things down a bit. At least as far as the Wastelanders stuff goes, there's still the, I don't know if you've done the original main story, the Scorched Blade quest line. Worked through that yet. If you haven't done that, then there's a good wodge of content still to go through there. It's worth a look. Stuff up to Scorched Beast Queen and all that. But other than that, that's the end game, yeah. Case of gearing up and making yourself stronger. Ready for stuff that'll be coming out in the autumn. Where I'm at now. That, and obviously the season pass that's coming out at the end of the month, so had some fun things. But again, it's just gaining, you know, cosmetics and gear and stuff like that. So is what it is. Definitely need some work on that in-game loop. But then again, you've done the story content, what do you put in after that? So, apart from more story content, for an in-game loop, keep it interesting and have genuinely rewarding rewards is definitely challenging. I don't know how I'd do it. Great deal to suggest on that front. Fair enough. Butch bitch queen. To be fair, judging by the rate at which, like the amount of time that passes between a nuke being launched and the end of that event, I think that's probably an appropriate renaming. Sometimes it's longer than others, but I've also seen some people take it down suspiciously quickly. One reason I'm not keen on certain builds, to say the least. But yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing what's coming on later in the year. Bit sad to see some of the cool stuff getting delayed. Not surprised to see legendary perks delayed, by the way. But I was kind of... I won't go as far as to saying I was expecting it, but when it came along it wasn't a surprise, given that the initial reaction and the feedback was not positive. Definitely needs a major reworking. But seeing Colossal Problem being delayed is a bit unfortunate. Looks to be an interesting event, so, and it looked to be going well, so I'm not quite sure what they need to improve. Like I say, probably frame rates primarily. Get a lot of people doing it, I'd imagine it drags it down a bit. Hopefully they get that sorted. So, looking forward to the season, so. I have no idea what the best stuff to get on the Raider side is, to be honest. Not really gone through and bought anything on there. Most of the characters... Well, I played through 2 characters now. I think there's some good... Gauss... Something... Oh, the Gauss miniguns over there. So if you're going with that particular route, you're doing heavy weapons, that's quite good. Plasma Caster comes from Vault 79, doesn't it? So that's not a big deal. But that's another good option if you're doing heavy weapons. So heavy weapons was my first build that I ran through it with. Most of the other stuff is... or at least most of the interesting other stuff is on the settler side in IMO. Mind you, there's like the Gauss shotgun. I'm not sure where that is, whether that's like who has that one. Gauss rifle's a Gauss rifle, I suppose. So. Ammo machine's good, but I think that's on the Raider side. So one of the few camp things that is, I think. I need to work towards. I'll have to check that actually. I think it is on there. There's a shotgun build. Short range. Yeah, check who's got the Gauss shotgun then, that might be the way to go. But yeah, I definitely need to have a look into the various things that are sold by factions and make a few decisions. Yet to run through Wastelanders with my building guy. I haven't been playing a lot unless I'm on stream. As it is, I've run through the storyline twice now in 2 months, so place we're doing it a third time, I'm not in a tearing rush to do it. Though I do want those planters, the farmable tiles, so there is that. Woo! Excuse me. Tired now. Well, speaking of getting tired, I think it's probably about a reasonable time to wind things down. So, up for a nice quiet weekend. I say quiet weekend, it's download weekend, so I'm going to watch Download TV. Catch up on what would have been a festival this time of year, so that should be fun. And we're on, well, it's on YouTube actually, so good for a laugh. Heard about the amateur machine and chose the Raiders. Yeah, fair enough. I went with the Raiders first time because most people I figured were probably going to go settlers, so I wanted to go the other way. Swap it over afterwards, just more or less well done. Going on with that. It's probably that my camera's capturing in 24 frames and the stream's going out at 60, I imagine. Not too bad on the stream itself actually, it just looked weird on OBS. Yes, looking forward to a nice chilled out weekend. For those who didn't catch it via Twitter, I'm playing a bit of Assassin's Creed Origins at the minute. It's one I had my eye on since it came out, but not enthusiastically enough to pay full price, and Ubisoft are running sales at the minute. So if you've got Ubisoft games you've got an eye on, like half an eye out for, might be worth having a look, see if you can find them cheap, because I picked up the special edition of Assassin's Creed Origins with all its DLCs for 15 quid, so enjoying it so far. Although I am having to play on a controller because the mouse and keyboard controls are horrific. Fine, just means I have to drop my seat down so I can actually have the controller in my lap. Otherwise I've got to have it on the desk. My forearms, you can sort of see it down there, end up like that on the edge of the desk. It's really uncomfortable. Which for PC, is like for mouse and keyboard's fine because I've got armrests, so just like that. But it doesn't really work so well at that angle with a controller. So is what it is. You should be able to get stuff from everywhere on Stella. There's some things you won't be able to get unless you're a high enough reputation, but other than that, putting the DLC on sale. It's alright. Speaking of things on sale, if anybody's interested in Ark Survival Evolved, I think it's called? Yeah. Anyway, Ark. Epic have got it free at the minute on the Epic Store, so if you're on PC, worth checking that out as well. Get your mouse and keyboard working, that's good. Yeah, weird thing, I set up the PlayStation controller with the PC, fully expecting to have to use, what's it called? DS4 Windows to basically convince the PC that I was using an Xbox controller. And for the first play session, that's what I did. So I had like a picture of the Xbox controller so I could figure out what button was what. Then I logged out, came back and played again later. Stop doing that. And the second time, I forgot to turn whatever it is, software to make it think it's an Xbox control. I forgot to turn that on, so I just looked straight to Assassin's Creed. It recognised the PlayStation controller, used it fine, and gave me the right instructions as for what button was what. So I wasn't expecting it to do that, so that was an unexpected bonus. So generally prefer mouse and keyboard for most things, but for Assassin's Creed apparently, controller's the way to go, it would seem. Biggest problem was because of the way combat's set up and it doesn't overlap and it's not contextual enough. They had to have things like dodge on the space bar and then climb on Alt, which kind of tucks your thumb underneath to do it. It's horrible. And I looked at trying to rearrange things. There wasn't a practical way of doing it. I was quite annoyed by that. Yeah, it is what it is. Shooting a bow with, or just shooting in general with a controller, I'm not a fan of, but I can live with it when I'm walloping things with the sword. I've forgotten that PlayStation controller is a particularly comfortable way of doing things. My mouse and keyboard setup's not bad, but the controller is pretty good. You plan to try Ark, Antigo? Yeah, I think I'll give it a go at some point. A few other things to have a crack at first, so picked it up. I grabbed Civilization as well when that came out, and Borderlands Handsome Collection, which is 2 in the pre-sequel. So, and I got GTA 5 actually, so I basically picked everything up because it's free and they're quite big games, so why not? Evening, Angie, you alright? Just catching us at the end tonight. Yeah, so looking forward to some good music this weekend and a bit of a chill out. And tomorrow night we've got both PC Gaming and Guerrilla Collective and possibly something else as well going on for game announcements and stuff, so I'll have to catch up on those after because otherwise I'll miss the download streams because they're live only and they're not putting the videos up afterwards. So yeah, so I'll have to watch those as they go out and then watch the game announcements afterwards, but that'd be worth a look. Still good. Playing Ark lately, the new maps just come out. That's cool. Yeah, so I just picked it up today because it's free on Epic, so I'll give it a go. Doom Eternal, I will definitely give that a go and play that at some point. Got that on my stream? Did you refresh it or something? That's strange. There is a button I can click to play an ad, but I never click it, so can't imagine why I would. Strange. Yeah, Doom Eternal I definitely do want to play at some point. I'll probably pick it up on PC. I'm not as mad enthusiastic about it as to pay full price, so we'll see. I'll probably go on a sale at some point. Of course, so for the rest of the summer we've got, apart from Fallout, we've got Deus Ex to get through before September, and then once we've done that, we'll see how much time we have left. But Horizon Zero Dawn I want to play whenever that comes out on PC. I've got Mass Effect 2 that we've got to do next as well. And then Baldur's Gate 3 as well, whenever that comes out, whatever we find out about that, which should be breaking news tomorrow night. So looking forward to that as well. So yeah, lots coming up this summer. Definitely going to run out of time on a load of it, I have no doubt, but yeah, we'll manage. Anyway, folks, I'm going to get up, stretch my legs, get to the bathroom, get a drink, so I will wind this one down. So thank you all for hanging out. We had an enjoyable evening and have a good weekend. Too many games, not enough time. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, it looks good, yeah. As per, social media down in the description if you want to catch up with me over there. Twitter, Instagram, Facebook. Merch store down in the description as well if you're into that sort of thing. And if you really want to support the channel, like Angela has done here, then do consider becoming a channel member as well, because it's very, very much appreciated. But of course, entirely optional. So, if you're enjoying this sort of thing, well, you know where all the information is in. It's always in the usual place. For now, I will wish you a good, fun weekend. Hope you have a good time. I'll catch you all, well, not exactly bright and early, seems to be the evening, but on Monday anyway. I have to do a bit of building actually over the weekend. See. Either way, I'll catch you all next week, so have a good one, folks. I'll see you soon. Bye.